Hey everyone, welcome back to Mimi Homestyle. If you're new here, I'm glad you found my channel, and make sure to hit that subscribe button because I got tons of fun budget-friendly ideas to share with you. And if you're returning, welcome back. I always love having you here, and I appreciate all the support and love that you bring to this channel. Today, I'm super excited to share some Halloween and fall crafts that I've been working on. I've been inspired by some ideas that I've seen on social media that I just had to try out. I've also come up with a couple of my own unique creations and some fantastic Pottery Barn dupes that give you that high-end look without breaking the bank. I love crafting, especially when it comes to making party decor, favors, or gifts. So I thought, why not combine a bit of both fall and Halloween for this video? Everything I created, I'm using in my own home, so I know it looks great and works perfectly. Trust me, I had some crafting fails along the way because, hey, that's just part of the fun. But I'm excited to show you the ones that turned out amazing. And I'd love for you to jump into the comments and share what ideas you have for crafts or what you like to decorate with this time of year. I'm always looking for new inspiration, and I'm excited to hear from you. So let's dive in and get started. For this craft, you'll need about 16 bags of mini pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, each bag containing 3 mini pumpkins. You'll also need a metal wreath form and 2 large rolls of ribbon or burlap. I'm using this beautiful orange ribbon I got around Easter time, but don't worry, you can find some similar colors at the Dollar Tree now that it's fall. To get started, you're going to grab your glue gun and you're going to attach the ribbon to the wreath form. Make sure to cover the entire form, wrapping it snugly as you go to create a nice full base for our pumpkins. Once your wreath is fully wrapped, it's time to prepare the pumpkins. You're going to remove all the little clips from the pumpkin so that they're ready to glue. Now we're going to glue the pumpkins onto the wreath in 2 rows. This part takes a bit of time, but it's totally worth it. You want to make sure that each pumpkin is secure. Just start gluing them one by one along the edge of the wreath form, creating a layered effect. And once you've made it all the way around with 2 rows of pumpkins, you might notice a few gaps. Don't worry, we're going to fill those in. Go ahead and add more pumpkins to fill in any gaps and make your wreath look nice and full. For the finishing touch, I used a piece of jute rope from Dollar Tree and glued it to the back of the wreath. I made a loop with the rope so it's easy to hang, and I decided to place mine on a command hook above my mirror in my entryway, and it looks absolutely stunning there. This wreath was inspired by a beautiful full pumpkin wreath that I saw at Pottery Barn for $71. But with this DIY, you can create your own version for just around $21. For our next fall craft, I'm using 3 charming mason jars that I found at the Dollar Tree. This year, they have these really nice mason jars with copper-colored lids and a beautiful diamond pattern on the glass. But you can use any mason jars you like for this project. Along with the jars, I picked up some round wooden beads, faux leaves, and some twine. To start, I used my hot glue gun to attach the faux leaves to each jar. I glued them on 2 at a time at different angles to give each jar a nice layered look. And once the leaves were secure, I took a wooden bead and glued it right on top of the leaves in the center of the lid for a cute rustic touch. To add a bit more character, I wrapped some twine around the top of each jar, tied it in a simple knot, and then trimmed the ends short. This little detail really adds to the cozy fall aesthetic. And once my jars were decorated, I took them to my kitchen and filled them with some of my favorite fall treats. I added delicious maple leaf cookies from Trader Joe's to one jar, our absolute favorite around here. And then in another jar, I put some Reese's Mini Ghosts. And for the last jar, I filled it with some Cadbury Egg Harvest chocolates. To finish the look, I found this adorable farm fresh pumpkin patch container at Dollar Tree, which is perfect for displaying 2 of the jars. I placed the third jar just behind it, and it all came together as a fantastic addition to my coffee bar and treat station for the fall season. I love how these jars turned out, simple, charming, and perfect for adding that special touch to my fall decor. I'm sure you've seen everyone making these adorable little ghosts, and I just had to have one for myself too. This next craft is another Pottery Barn dupe that's both simple and charming. Here's what you'll need: a styrofoam ball and cone, and you're going to start by carefully hot gluing the styrofoam ball on top of the cone. Make sure to hold it in place for a few seconds until it is securely attached. Next, you're going to grab a super soft white microfiber cloth from the auto section at the Dollar Tree, and we're going to drape it over the top of our glued cone and ball to create the body of our ghost. Arrange the cloth so it forms gentle arms on each side, and take your time with this part to make sure it looks just right. Now, for a fun little detail, I purchased a faux pumpkin to add to my ghost's hands, and make sure to keep it small since this is a smaller ghost. I found this cute sweater-like pumpkin that was just the right size, and it adds a nice, cozy touch. I used a bit of hot glue to attach it to the center of the ghost's 2 arms. And to finish up our ghost, I added 2 small black beads for the eyes using hot glue. You could also use black felt if you prefer a different look. And there you have it. Our little ghost is complete. I set mine proudly on my entryway table next to a cute sign welcoming guests. It's such a fun and friendly addition to my fall decor, and the best part is it costs just a fraction of what you'd pay for a similar one at Pottery Barn. For this next craft, we're making some adorable custom coasters that are perfect for fall and Halloween decor, or even as a cute gift idea. First, you'll need to print out 4 pieces of cute art that you like on regular printer paper. I made my designs on Canva and sized them to fit the coasters I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I bought 4 coasters, but you can make as many as you like. After printing the designs, I took them outside and sprayed them with a matte Mod Podge sealer in a can. And this step is super important because it prevents the ink from running when we start to Mod Podge them later on. And while the sealer dries, I prepped the coasters by sanding down the tops to create a smooth surface. Then I painted over the original design on the coasters with white paint so you wouldn't see it. This gives us a nice clean background for our custom art. Once the paint was dry, I added a layer of Mod Podge onto the coaster and carefully placed my printed art on top. To ensure they were properly sealed, I applied about 3 coats of the Mod Podge over the top of each design, letting each layer dry completely before applying the next. After applying the Mod Podge, I used a roller on top of the designs to get rid of any bubbles and make sure everything was nice and smooth. These coasters turned out so cute, and I've already added them to my end tables in my family room, and they look amazing. And here's a little tip. If you don't want to go through the process of printing out your own designs, you can use napkins with Halloween designs instead. It's an easier alternative, and they turn out just as adorable. So, whether you're making them for yourself or as a fun personalized gift, these coasters are a fantastic fall project to try. This is definitely my favorite project. For this Halloween countdown calendar, I'll have the 2-inch character circles and activity cards available to print in my description below. You'll need to print those first. Then you're going to gather a few more supplies: a 2-inch hole punch, or a good pair of scissors, some round magnetic spice jars. You can find these at the Dollar Tree, or I can get them also on Amazon, and that link will be below. You'll need some tape, and you'll also need some sticker numbers. Now you're going to start by cutting out all your activity cards, and then use the hole punch to punch out all the spooky characters for the inside of the jars. Once you have those ready, it's time to add the sticker numbers. And we're doing a 13-day countdown to Halloween, so add a number to each character circle to match the days. You could also use this project as a 13-day countdown for some extra Halloween fun throughout the month. With the characters and numbers ready, you're going to grab your magnetic spice jars and open them up. We're going to tape each character circle inside the lid of the jars. It's super easy. Just make sure to center each circle so it shows nicely through the top when the jar is closed. Now comes the fun part. Add mini candies and an activity card to each jar. I decided to hang my jars on my fridge, and each day for 13 days I'll be doing a fun Halloween activity and enjoying a treat with my husband. It's such a fun countdown calendar idea for the whole family. I absolutely love how this turned out. It's an easy, creative way to add some Halloween excitement to our home. Plus, who doesn't love an excuse to have a little candy every day? For this next craft, you'll need a blank wooden haunted house from the Dollar Tree, along with a Halloween treat bucket. You're going to start by painting the haunted house black. I only painted the front of mine, but if you want a more finished look, feel free to paint both sides. Mine is going in a corner, so you'll see why I didn't paint the back in just a minute. Once the paint is dry, you're going to grab your hot glue gun and you're going to attach the treat bucket to the front of the house. Make sure it's securely in place. After that, turn the whole thing over and add some popsicle sticks to the back where the bucket and house meet. This step is really important because it helps keep everything sturdy and prevents the bucket from falling off when it's filled with treats. To add some spooky charm, I picked up some cute stickers to decorate the front of my haunted house. I placed them in the windows to make it look like there are spooky characters peeking out. You can add as many stickers as you want and choose any designs that you like. Now for the fun part, I added a string of battery-operated green Christmas lights. These are on a timer and come with a remote control, which is super handy. And you could hot glue the lights to the back of the house to secure them, but I decided to just tape mine for now. It was a quick and easy option, but I might go back and glue them later for a more secure hold. If you prefer a different look, you can use fairy lights instead. And that's it. With the lights on a timer, they automatically turn on and off each day, or you can control them manually if you prefer. I got these lights on Amazon, so they did cost a little bit more, but I really wanted that green glow for a spooky effect. And finally, I added some candy to the bucket, and now it's ready in my entryway for guests to grab a treat as they come in or as they leave. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's such a fun and welcoming addition to my Halloween decor. This next craft is super quick and easy, but it makes a big impact. You'll need a few Halloween tree toppers, 2 candles, and 2 candlesticks. I chose the black ones for a spooky vibe, and I start by taking the back off the tree toppers using some pliers. This step is easy and helps them sit flat on top of the candlesticks. Next, you're going to grab your hot glue gun, and you're going to carefully glue each of the pumpkins from the tree toppers onto the candlesticks. Hold them in place for a few seconds to make sure they adhere well. And that's it. It's so simple. For the candles, I went with these floating candles from the Dollar Tree. They even come with strings that I just cut off. And I love them because they look like they're dripping wax, which adds a creepy touch. Pop the candles onto the candlesticks and use the remote they came with to turn them on and off each day. It couldn't be easier. And these make a great addition to a Halloween table setting, or like I did in my entryway to tie together all the spooky decor that I've made. If you find your candles aren't staying put, a little trick I use is adding some glue dots on the inside of the candle holders, or even some hot glue dots. I also have these amazing rubber circles that are specifically made for candles to keep them secure and tight in the sticks. I'll try to find them and link them in the description below. And honestly, I can't tell you how many times these have come in handy. And there you have it, an elegant and eerie touch to complete your Halloween setup. For this next craft, I found some inspiration on Pinterest, and it turned out so cute. Here's what you'll need from the Dollar Tree: a 3.5 by 7 inch wood block, an 8 by 1 3/4 by 1.5 inch deep block, a 3.5 by 3.5 inch block, plus 2 small tower game blocks. I'm using orange acrylic paint and a gel stain for this project. We're going to start by painting the 3.5 by 7 inch block and the tower blocks with the orange acrylic paint. I took a few extra minutes to sand down all the wood blocks first to make sure they had a smooth finish before painting, and it was definitely worth it. While those dry, let's move on to the gel stain. Follow the instructions on the bottle to stain the remaining blocks. This will give them a nice rustic look that's perfect for fall. And once everything is dry, we'll start gluing our pieces together. First, glue the long stained block to the top of the orange block. This creates the base for our pumpkin hat on top of our pumpkin scarecrow. Then you're going to add the square block to the very top. This will serve as the hat for our adorable scarecrow. Now it's time to add some embellishments. I grabbed some faux feathers and leaves from the floral and holiday sections at the Dollar Tree. And you can hot glue them wherever you'd like to give your scarecrow some extra flair. For the face, I created eyes, a nose, and a mouth out of paper, and I ran them through my sticker maker to easily attach them. But feel free to get creative here. You can draw on the face with a paint pen or even cut out felt pieces and glue them on. And that's it. I've added this little guy to my den on the fireplace mantle, but he'd also make a great kitchen decor piece. He really adds that perfect touch of autumn charm. Our last project today is one I saw on Instagram, and it's such a fun and easy way to customize candles for the fall. You'll need some fall-themed napkins, parchment paper, and wax candles in any size you prefer. I got my candles from Amazon, but you can also find smaller ones at the Dollar Tree. First, we need to prepare the napkins. Most napkins are 2-ply, so you need to start by carefully splitting them apart. You want them to be as thin as possible for this project. Next, you're going to roll the napkin around your candle to measure and cut it to size with scissors. Once you have the right size, wrap the napkin around the candle and then wrap a layer of parchment paper over the top of the napkin. The parchment paper will help the napkin adhere without sticking to the iron. Now comes the fun part. We're going to use an iron to gently go over the entire candle. Keep the iron moving all around the candle, applying just enough heat for the wax to soften and the napkin to adhere nicely to the surface. Make sure to go slowly and evenly for the best results. And after you're done ironing, take some sandpaper and gently sand off the bottom edges for a smoother finish. And that's it. These candles make a fantastic addition to your fall decor and are also great as gifts. I love how customizable this project is because you can use different napkin patterns to fit any theme or season. So that's it for today's Halloween and fall crafts. I hope you enjoyed these ideas as much as I loved creating them. Remember, crafting isn't always perfect, but it's always fun, and it's all about adding those personal touches to your home, parties, or gifts. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, just like I asked you in the beginning, so you never miss a new video filled with budget-friendly decor, crafts, and party ideas. And to all my returning friends, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Before you go, I've included a free Halloween countdown printable in the description below. It's a fun way to get into the spooky spirit, and it's completely free, and it's just for you. As always, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below with your favorite craft from today's video, or let me know what you're crafting and decorating with this season. I'm excited to see all your ideas. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching today's Mimi Homestyle video. We hope you had a great time and found some inspiration for your next celebration. If you want to stay updated, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified of our videos on YouTube. Check out our website at mimihomestyle.com and our printables at Grin and Print on Etsy. I can't wait to see you next time for more fun ideas.